What's happening, road dogs and highway hounds? Now, I have never done a video from my wife's car, and I'm going to do one today just because my mind's going and it's quiet and I can do it. But you're probably going to fall on the ground and it might hurt, so you might want to put your seatbelt on or your helmet on and be careful, because it might be a wild ride here for a minute. But no, I was on Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister's show last night, which was pretty cool. Thank you, Adam Meister. Appreciate it. Check out his channel. I'll try and put a link below, but I'm running around right now. But no, so anyway, no, but he kind of cut me off at one point. You know how you ever get in a situation to where you're like, man, I should have said this or I should have said that. I mean, I kind of mull things over in my head before I say them. You know, when I say them, it's unscripted. It just kind of comes out. But asking questions of me, it's like I'm kind of a thinker. I'm a deep thinker, so I'm not so good at, just firing off good answers, because I'm always discovering and stuff like that. But anyway, what I'm thinking about is he kind of cut me off when I started questioning Bitcoin and Litecoin and the miners, and I'm starting to question the whole concept of it. And he's like, oh, I don't want to get into a bunch of FUD. And I was kind of like, what? But, and he kind of cut me off. And it was like, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. What's wrong with fear? What's wrong with uncertainty? And what's wrong with doubt? I think they're good things. People think of a lot of things in the world as bad things. Pain, that's bad. We don't want any pain. But if you couldn't feel pain, you wouldn't know when to stop doing something. Right? Yeah, ow, that hurts. I better not do that anymore. Jerry Rice, I'll put a link below of a video of Jerry Rice talking about his whole motivation in his career as a football player was fear. He was afraid. And it led him to be a champion. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If you're not certain, what does it make you do? It makes you dig deeper and dig harder and have these questions answered. If you don't face your fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and it needs to cause you to dig deeper into the question, why do the miners in Bitcoin and Litecoin have so much power? What is the solution? It doesn't mean that there is no solution, or that that your fear, uncertainty, and doubt is based upon good information, but that fear, uncertainty, and doubt needs to drive you to dig deeper into it and find out what's wrong here. Because there is something wrong. If everybody is fearful, uncertain, and doubtful about the mining problems or the mining issues, we need to have some questions answered big time. Because, like I said, I was saying, everybody kind of wants SegWit, Everybody wants that. Most of the little people want it, right? The peons like me and you probably want SegWit. We don't want centralized mining in China or wherever. It doesn't matter. China, I don't care. There's good and bad people everywhere. And oh man, Guitar Center's closed. Dang it. Well, I guess I'm going to keep talking for a while longer. No, I mean, people in this community make a big deal about China. And I heard somebody, I won't mention any names, like, oh, that's racist. It's like, come on, get over it. Anyway, but no, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is a good thing. If people are fearful, uncertain, and doubtful about miners, then this is a huge problem. And it makes you dig deeper. And, and if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. I am a follower of Christ. I don't talk about it much, but because of that, I had a lot of uncertainty and doubt about it, and I still do. Did Jesus really rise from the dead? That's a pretty incredible story, right? But I believe it, right? And I've been uncertain about it, and I've dug and whatever. But because of that experience, and the experience of like, oh, it's rational, it's logical, it makes sense. And that's probably a bad example because I know most of you probably haven't gone down that path. But for me, it's like, okay, it's okay to face your fears. It's okay to face your doubts. It's okay to face your uncertainty. And it's actually very important to do that, especially in something like Bitcoin and Litecoin, something that is possibly the new financial instrument of the world. That's why it's so important. I mean, that's huge. The global economy is going to, potentially could be run on Bitcoin and Litecoin. And people want to ignore like pre-mines with Ethereum, pre-mines with Dash. Come on. You can't ignore that stuff. I'm concerned with Bitcoin with the fact that whoever or whatever Satoshi is, I'm concerned that they're sitting on 1 million Bitcoin, 1/20th of the entire supply. That's kind of concerning to me. That's another reason why I like Litecoin. I favor it. I actually favor Litecoin over Bitcoin. And, in this community, everybody's like, oh, that's crazy talk. No, it's not. I mean, Litecoin right now was released fairly, unlike Ethereum and unlike Dash. And it's only cost $3, whatever, 80 cents or whatever, to get into it. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's why everybody should own some Litecoin, even if it's $10 worth, and just put it on a paper wallet and forget about it. Because it's silver to Bitcoin's gold. If Bitcoin ever does fail, well, Litecoin's probably going to fail for the same reason. Unless it's, Satoshi, I don't know. But anyway, what I'm saying is fear, uncertainty, and doubt are not things to avoid, things to lie to yourself about. They're things to embrace, and they're things to be thankful for, and it needs to influence your thinking. Because if you're not fearful about anything, if you're not doubtful about anything, if you're not, what is it, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, whatever, you get what I'm saying. If these things don't ever present themselves into your mind, you've got problems. You're a fool, right? That's a big problem. Brought up Jesus, so that's a big problem with the church. People see everything through rose-colored glasses, and they just, don't want to face their FUD. And it's like, and it discredits the whole community. But some of the smartest people I know come from a theological background. D. Martin Lloyd Jones, Ravi Zacharias, some of these people. But C.S. Lewis, all these guys. But anyway, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. don't be afraid of FUD. Don't demonize FUD, because FUD is a good thing. It's a friend. It's your friend. It's something that's going to protect you. It's something that's going to keep you safe. It's something that's going to keep you free from harm. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is a good thing. Adios. Sayonara. Probably see you tomorrow.